having a mortal enemy feels like. He is a man named Gary Majors, and I wish with all the power in my being I could have revenge on him. For Gary Majors is pure evil. My story exists in the not too distant future, where people are no longer divided by power or material items. We are divided by our intelligence, our wit. We are divided into grade classes, which are imprinted on our foreheads. From birth, you are tested and subjugated into a grade class. A through F, we are divided based on this grade class. I am, well, was, an A grade, the elitists of society, the scholars of our time, the people who would save the human race from its inevitable demise. Every 5 years from birth, we are tested and re-evaluated on our intelligence and grade class. This is where the marker comes in. The marker is above the system, and his grade does not show. He tests and re-evaluates your grade class. My story takes place at Queen's University Testing Facility, where everyone goes to take their 4th testing. It should have been my 4th A grade, if it wasn't for this man, Gary Majors. I had never met Gary Majors before, but what did it matter? I wasn't afraid. I had gotten 3 A grades up to this point, so why would this test be any different? He told me that the test would take 4 hours to complete, but that didn't seem right. The last test I took only 1 hour. Was he messing with me? Maybe I was wrong to think this would be so easy. I couldn't focus. He kept distracting me. I couldn't concentrate, and before I knew it, I was completely out of time. But I had to finish. I was an A grade, damn it. I couldn't settle for anything less. I was in complete shock when it was over. I couldn't believe it. I had pulled it off, but it was for sure an A. A C grade class? How is that possible? Dropping 1 grade class, maybe, but it's practically unheard of to drop 2. No, he was wrong. He had to fix it right now. I yelled and I demanded he change my grade back to an A. But of course he wouldn't. In this society, a marker's decision is final, and going against that is against the law. One faces expulsion for such treachery. An enforcer must have been notified, for I was grabbed from behind and pinned down into the seat. It was happening so quickly I had no time to react. Majors took out his grading equipment and began to change my imprint. There is a strict, unbreakable law in this society. No grade class may talk to the one higher than it. So this B here cannot talk to these A's. And this C, well, he can't ask out this B. And this D, he can't even mingle with this C. And this F, he doesn't talk to anyone. That's right, I'm an F grade class now. I cannot talk to anyone but Fs. I'm given my assignments by people who hate me, and I'm a grunt and cleaner of our society. I'm an invisible minority to every grade class higher than me. We F grades are seen, but rarely heard or spoken to. We just blend right in. Nobody thinks to watch the F grade class. After all, we're so stupid. How could we pose a threat? I think this is a huge mistake, though. After all, no one would think to watch what I do and where I go. And certainly, no one would bother to think I might try and pay a visit to my old friend, Gary Majors.